So we are, banana zone central right now. $3 trillion asset. It goes to 100 trillion, at least, within 10 years. So we're only 3% of the way there. Think of how much wealth this is going to generate for humanity. What? I'm saying $97 trillion. So the best thing to do, it's actually the intelligent thing to do, is go for a secular trend and keep taking as many bets as you can.
In his latest interview with Blockworks, Raoul Pal predicts that the entire crypto market will grow from a $3.5 trillion industry to over $100 trillion, all within the next 10 years. Raoul also talks about the huge flow of capital expected to enter the market, the banana zone, and the growing popularity of meme coins. For the first time ever, Bitcoin broke through the huge psychological barrier that was $100,000. This is a huge milestone and now means that the sky is the limit. Before we get back to Raoul, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the crypto market.
But it's really simple. It's a $3 trillion, well, it keeps moving every time I say this. It's now $3.5 trillion. But let's call it 3 trillion because it's easy math. $3 trillion asset. It goes to 100 trillion, at least, within 10 years. That's just extrapolating out the trend rate of growth. I'm not doing anything crazy, wild things. It's been growing like this. And yes, growth will slow over time, but then we've got AI agents who are going to be using this stuff as well. So fuck knows how fast this thing continues to grow. So here's this big wealth generating machine, the fastest growing asset, the best performance of any asset in history, keeps going. We get to 100 trillion within 10 years. So we're only 3% of the way there. Think of how much wealth this is going to generate for humanity. What? I'm saying $97 trillion. Let's assume you think, and probably rightly so, Raoul's an utter moron. I'm going to halve it. That's still 50 trillion, which is 100 years of value accrual of the S&P 500, of all the largest companies in America. People have no comprehension of this.
Yeah, what's the total addressable market of tokenizing assets? Like, limitless.
Yeah. Well, because if you add derivative markets, which are 1 quadrillion, FX markets, they probably trade a quadrillion a year or more. Add in the global bond market at about 300 or 400 billion, the global real estate market at about 300 billion, trillions with a T. Global equities like 200 trillion. This is la la land. And then we haven't got the activity created on chain by agents using it for economic activity, or us putting everything, all contracts online, or us using it for, deeds and stuff are contracts. But yeah, it's the architecture for the digital age. It's as simple as that. And people think it's all about currencies, cryptocurrencies and NFTs. What we're seeing is just vast, rapid experimentation with use cases. Memes are speed testing the ability to spin up a token for multiple cases, thinking about how we can tokenize culture, giving us a future work where we can be part of something. There's a lot of testing going on, but fuck me, we've battle tested these chains. They're launching 100,000 tokens a day or something stupid.
I know.
And we did the same with DeFi. We keep battle testing it, it breaks. We keep doing it and doing it and doing it really fast. NFTs, we speed tested. Okay, does this technology work? Yeah, it did work really well, but was that the future form? No, that was the first form.
Just curious your thoughts. Like, have you seen that too? And what do you think about that tectonic shift in the perception of markets?
It is fucking gigantic. My pinned tweet, I wrote about this back in 2020, or 2021, this exact phenomenon. I've been commenting on it. People still don't understand. Speculation is the new norm. The reason being is nobody can afford a house. It's really interesting. Every time I make a video about housing, like the clip from my Stephen, what's his name one, the Diary of a CEO, the massive podcast I was on, the clip that came out of that about don't buy a house or a house is not an investment, like 5 million views. Because people can't get to that step. So then you've got some savings, but not enough to buy the house. You're probably paying into your 401k anyway, because your employer matches it. So you think, fuck it. The only way of getting there is gambling. But we're also blessed with two mega secular trends. You know, the NASDAQ outperforms the rest of the equity market, and these millennials discovered, the millennial cohort discovered options on Robinhood. So they super goose the performance. Yeah, but they don't mind getting them wrong because they also grew up on gaming. So they understand this. I was in a documentary, it's on Netflix, called The New Americans, Gaming a Revolution. It's all about this. It becomes gaming. So that is the speculative activity, and it's not going away. And crypto gave them the other way. I mean, I saw that yesterday, the XRP thing. I got that wrong, and it was stupid of me not to get the trade wrong, to not realize how many ordinary people's hopes and dreams are in that one thing.
I know. It was so obvious.
Yeah, I mean, it really is their hopes and dreams. And for me to say, yeah, I got it wrong, blah, 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 made them feel validated. Because the system's let them down. You listen to all of the XRP people's stories, and it's like, yeah, I get this. This is huge. So yes, the structure has entirely changed, which is why the left curve is the right curve. And all of the mid curve, and you and I have chatted about mid curve, the mid curve is the old way. And it doesn't work. But the mid-curvers, the issue is the mid-curvers get further and further and further entrenched into saying, well, it's all going to mean revert. I'm like, how can it? It doesn't make sense. Not with the debasement of currency, not with the secular trend in technology. I mean, how much capital do you want to destroy trading small caps or value stocks? You know, who for? A bunch of rich boomers. But most of the boomers, the median boomer in America has 150 grand in their pension, the median. Because everyone shows the average, which is like 1.5 million. The median, totally 150 grand, they're so fucked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could totally feel it from just, you know, I'm 30 years old, my friends and everybody around me is trying to get to that step of, okay, let's get a house so we can start to raise a family. And, you know, especially here in Canada, right? That's a tough battle.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible unless you go and live in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And even then it's still expensive.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, Australian kids, you know, people in their 30s in Australia, same. It's even more expensive, I think, than Canada. And there's just no way for them. And I get it. So the best thing to do, it's actually the intelligent thing to do, is go for a secular trend and keep taking as many bets as you can.
Yeah.
Now, the job is to try and help them do it the most intelligent way. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
let them do it. So we are, I mean, banana zone central right now. Now, I've always said about the banana zone is this year and next year, from now on to next year, is really hard to deal with. People think, great, the banana zone, we're all going to be rich. No, the banana zone is watching your friend get really rich fast and then thinking, why not me? And then panicking in to the trade he was in when you were in the right trade, and then you're losing money. And then you're like, oh shit, I'm not making enough money because some bloke posted on Twitter, he made 100x in these memes. So I'm going to be looking for memes. And you go out of the risk curve. You start then like, I'm not going to make enough money in my bets. I want to start leveraging with perps. And before you know it, you lose your tokens. And rule number one of not fucking this up is don't lose your tokens. And so it's going to get really hard. I can see it happening with XRP. It's happening. Everyone's like,
oh man,
holy.
I mean, I tweeted about it yesterday. It's just like, it's hilarious. And you know, to your point, like we've all been through this brutal bear market over the last 3 years. Just to have my friends text me a month ago and go, hey, do you, like, I think I'm going to buy some XRP. You're still in that crypto thing, right? That's like, I didn't say no because I had a feeling this could happen, but it's just like, fuck, like I've spent all this time just grinding the bear market just for them to show up and just kill it.
Yeah, my yoga instructor is a good mate of mine. I've got her in, I've even paid her in crypto to get to, she just pinged me this morning going, I made tons of money in XRP. I'm like, no. And I'm like, well, I didn't. Yeah, I've got a very small trade that I bought a long time ago in it, but not really. But yes, so everybody is going to see this. You're going to lose your mind. So the banana zone is more about losing your mind and not screwing it up, which is why I keep reiterating the don't fuck this up thesis, because you will always feel like it's not happening to you. And then it's like, oh my God, 2 weeks of, oh my God, I'm up 100%. And then it's like, well, why are they making money? It's really bizarre. I'm sort of used to it now, but not really. Yeah, and you end up like with your, let's say your core bet is Sol, and before you know it, you're chipping away at a bit of Sol because you're going to try that trade, and then you can try, and then you have to stop yourself. So stop doing that. I mean, I've just done it today. I've just done another trade which was taking Sol away. I'm like, what are you doing? But this could be a great trade. It'll be fine.